How y'all doing? Today is May the 2nd, 2025. Let's do your quick reading. You got sixth house of Virgo, continuously working. Some of you are thinking about how much more of a service that you should continue to do something. Whether it's staying at a job, whether it's participating in a relationship, uh, possibly, putting in effort of dating somebody new, um, working on a project or a product. Also realizing that you're wanting to change your diet, your health, exercise, putting more work into that. I really do see that you're really working a lot full time. Okay, so some of you may be actually getting a job very soon. You may have some contact about that, or if you're already working, you are full time and you're really putting in a lot of hours, or it's the regular hours, but it just seems like it's non-stop. Okay, very continuous. Some of you are not really eating very well, whatever this is, also, and it could be two or three of the things that I said, right? Um, some of you could be thinking now just to put a little bit at a time. You probably were at some point of time about or was to put a lot of effort, in the sense of really trying to plant a seed. That can also be procreation, the making of a child, creating a seed. Um, it also can be you're ready to plant some vegetation and or flowers. It is spring. Um, some of you are thinking about also easing back at work. Maybe you are a person who is very great in details. You're very hardworking. You do a lot, probably more than others, because that's just your work ethnic, right? But now some of you are looking at this that I'm just going to do a little at a time. Because all the things that you have done, you feel like you have planted a seed already, and you're ready to, and you're waiting to see the harvest of it. And that's include attention to a person you're dating, a person that you're married to. You're ready to see the return. Oh, they gave us two. And I was just going to say, for the people who do not know, I do Vedic on this channel, not Western or tropical. So nothing's in, yeah. K2 is in Virgo. Okay. Um, but it soon will be moving to Leo by the end of the month, by the end of May. And Rahu will be moving into Aquarius, that is 5th and 11th house. Um, so, Virgo, everything that you have worked on, expect to see the harvest of it. Okay, this includes spiritually, this includes financially, materially, economically, everything that you have continued to endure, to concentrate on, to focus on, to work on, being very direct in your efforts. You will see the return of it when K2 finally leaves your zodiac sign, your first house, I think May 27th, okay, May 29th, okay? So get ready for that. Because some of you, it's kind of like you're wondering, should I continue to put work into this? Should I continue to do this? Um, you're very much analyzing. Now, we all are Virgos. Anytime that you are analyzing, I remind everybody that we're all 12 zodiac signs. Only society or tropical Western wants you to, or condition you to believe you're only one zodiac sign. No, you're all four elements of this earth. That's how you survive. If you wasn't, you wouldn't be able to survive, right? Your fire, your water, your air, and your earth. your intuition, your spirit, your soul determines in your actions, as walking your journey on, which one that you need to be during the time of necessity. Okay, you're a fire sign when you're passionate. That's where your desire come from. It's not your earth element of yourself. And you're trying to say, oh, well, I don't have passion and desire for anything or anybody because I'm not a fire sign. What sense does that make? Okay. It's just about you understanding your chart. And I'm not talking about your birth certificate for people in the United States. That's just a serial number for you as a commodity, allegedly. Okay. Um, I'm talking about your birth chart, who you are as a sun, moon, rising, and ascendant, your purpose here. So, when you are analyzing and thinking on the job, at work, when you're calculating numbers, you're an air sign. You're not a earth. You're not a water. You're using your air element. Okay. So the more that you understand that, then you'll move better. Okay. Yes. It's a lot here about serving. Some of you could have a serving job in some type of way, from bottle service to waitress to waiter to cafeteria help to any type of service job. Most jobs are service jobs when it comes to blue collar. Um, so you actually could be in the service industry or hospitality, food, restaurant. Okay. Let's see. You're analyzing something. You also are healing or wanting or contemplating, should I go into my healing aspect? Because either, there it go. The Sun and Aries. Vedic Sidereal was still in Aries season until May 15th. Now, Tropical Western, I guess y'all say y'all in Taurus already. Okay. So, not surprised to see Aries here, but I was just talking about first house. You, yourself, and you, which I usually say me, myself, and I. Okay, remind you of like the Beyonce song. It's not about whether you like her or not. I'm just talking about the lyrics. You, yourself, and I. Okay. Um, Concentrating on yourself, analyzing also things about yourself in a sense of healing, your own sense of perfectionism, your beliefs. You're being much more direct right now, usually, or you will be when K2 shifts toward the end of the month. It depends on where K2 is moving in your particular chart. But like I said, K2 is in Virgo and Rahu is in Pisces right now. Okay. So this also can be when the sun does shift. It's in Aries here, the sun, but it's finna shift to Taurus May 15th. Okay, and that'll be May 15th through June 15th. And then for me it will move to Gemini. Okay. So with Vedic Sidereal, it's like a 2 week, almost a 2 week difference of birthdays. Now, somebody here could be a sun, moon, or rising in one of these signs, Aries, Virgo, or Taurus. This is also somebody here that is expecting or is thinking about a next level up or some type of raise, bonus, position, and or title in your job. And you know that people have been looking at you, watching you serve the public because that's what jobs do, right? It don't matter whether it's white collar or blue collar. Um, but you also are analyzing the people who are around you as you continue to serve. And I believe this is why you are in this method of healing right now. Because really, for some of you, you are more brighter star as who you are in the place that you're working. You should be one of the leaders. You should be one of the shift leads, managers, supervisors, blah, blah, blah. hmm And the people see it. Do they want to recognize it? No, because they have ego. They have egotism here. Now, when it regards to relationship, whether this is new or old, this also could be somebody you're dating or interested in. You're trying to see, or I really see that you're trying to be very practical and very direct with this person. And then you're analyzing them, the situation, and also yourself on, should I continue to be a service in this? Am I ready for a relationship, as an analyzation to yourself? Because you're also realizing, if you have been single for a while, Virgo energy here, sixth house energy, you're realizing that relationships is a full-time job. Okay. Hey, Miss Linda, how you? It just started raining. It's about to thunderstorm down here in Atlanta, so I decided to come on real quick. I wasn't going to come on because I got tired and I have to be to work early in the morning. Now, for some of you, if this is a person of interest, it's time for them to demonstrate. It's time for them to, they've been analyzing. They've been analyzing their self, their own situation, the situation between the both of you, and also a potential relationship with you. They've been realizing and analyzing. And I don't know if it needs the shift of K2 and Rahu to move, or Jupiter to move out of Taurus and move into Gemini, which I believe will be May 14th. And also the sun that needs to shift out of Aries and moved into Taurus, which is the second house of grounding. Because with the sun still here in Aries, it's too much willpower. It's too much willpower that this person is demonstrating. I don't think it's on purpose. I said this in a couple of other videos a couple of past weeks ago, when the sun had first moved into Aries, that everybody was going to be about self, about oneself, okay, and not to take it too personally. Um, Everybody who's in some type of position, whether it's people you're dealing with about business, um, your own supervisors or leaders around the world, blah blah blah. Okay, everybody is going to be feeling their own first house energy, which is wanting to demonstrate, exude very heavily their first house. Okay, which is their ego. And especially if they do have some type of title, whether it's fire department, police, detective, ambulance people, uh, legislative, emperors, king, queens, allegedly whoever. Okay, people were going to be very much in their first house energy, including yourself. um because a lot of you right now with two six house cards here, you're really just into yourself right now. You're doing a lot of internal analyzation about what you want and what you don't want. You're also analyzing your own sense of productivity, and your own sense of analyzation is, am I doing enough? And some of you are realizing that you're not, but not about to other people, but to yourself. Okay, you're realizing also that this is being brought to light. This is being brought to life within yourself. Also, your own sense of power here um, has been coming to the surface ever since um, ever since April 15th. Hmm. Now, you and your person, because I'm trying to read for everybody. Okay, I know everybody is not dating. I know everybody don't have somebody. Um, but this person of interest, but also you at the same time, you really um being direct with your cost of everything. Maybe trying to use more cash or limiting your spending on your debit or your credit card. You're looking very much at the cost of things. And remember that this is a collective reading, not a personal. Um, and you're really trying to be very practical. Even how you are interchanging your energy with people, whether you're living with them, married with them, baby mama, baby daddy issues, you're dating somebody, or just you by yourself, okay? Even interaction with your child or children. You're really wanting to be very practical and very productive. Something here does need to be healed. I don't see that. I don't really feel that it's something that's hurting you necessarily. I just feel it's society. It's the weight of the world here with food, with the cost of cattle, and cattle would be meats. Okay? Not saying you have to eat meat, but I'm just talking about this is the world, this is society. And it's really showing me a lot of animals and vegetation and fruit here. And it's talking about the cost of everything. So you're going to have to kind of hold back, cut back. Um, Let me see what the timing on the sun. Things may actually get better when the sun does move into Taurus, or it will be the time that you really start to cut back on your spending. Okay. Analyze your bills. Yeah, cut back. Queen of Swords. Analyze your bills. Analyze the things that you are buying. Um, until it seems like the sun begins to until the sun gets its respect. So I wonder what that's meant, what that mean, because they just told me that it could be when the sun actually moves into Leo. But shit, that won't be until like the middle of August until the first part of September. That's gonna be a while. Because then after that, you got Virgo. So it may be that length of time. So that's like what, almost 4 months? Hmm. Because by then, somebody here, okay, um, and these could be people that are in charge of corporations and businesses and import exports and all different type of things dealing with our cost, our vegetation, our fruit, our cattle, our meats, and things like that. Productivity, right? Also, people working, because sixth house is a job. Is sixth house of Virgo is a 9 to 5 job. Okay, so you see that when it says act like a leader, demonstrate, it may be up to almost 4 months when people of these organizations, society, government, um, different leaders will be able to come together and be able to demonstrate, okay, and to be able to six house Virgo negotiate, hmm because the two of wands is in reverse. So there's not gonna, you see the world in this person's hand. There's not going to be any exchange of product, goods, and services. There's no choice right now being made. Everybody, Queen of Swords, is upset, mad. Like I told you, the sun is in Aries. So it's a lot of egotistical and willpower, push and pull and push type of energy. You want to act like that? Okay, well, do it on your own. You see that? But the Queen of Swords also is about a sense of negotiation. Hey, I want to talk. But if you ain't saying nothing I want to hear, I will cut it off. Or I will continue to stay as a independent operator. I ain't never said that before. As she sits on her throne. Now, the same thing that you are evaluating your situation with the person you're thinking about. Are you about to cut them off and go into your hermit energy until they realize their egotistical attitude? Because the Queen of Swords is not going to put up with that. But the burden is not over. This is not over. This person is not over you. You are not over them. See there, the Hierophant in reverse. Remember that the Hierophant is also companies, corporations, the government, like I said. It also allegedly is in reverse the passing of your Pope, okay, which was the demonstration to a lot of the parts of the world and or society as a leader. It's a lot of people also that will still be healing from the passing of this person, okay? And also, you know, more than you realize, the passing allegedly of this man or pope here, this leader, is affecting the cost of a lot of things also. And it would be. It would be and it will be. I believe the Queen of Swords and the upright looking at the Hierophant here is also, I believe they are still probably going to be in deliberation of nominating or ordaining. I don't know if that's the right word to use. The next pope or sitting pope. All right. Now, some of you also is analyzing this situation and or person because this person also could start acting very stingy with their time, money, and energy, and also effort. They could have been putting in the work as a full time job, like conversation, seeing you, talking to you, interacting with you, dates, whatever the case may be. And now all of a sudden, Taurus second house, it seems like they slowed up or is pulling back. Now, it could be due to their resources, and for some of them, money. So they could be saying, I'm working, 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 and they really are. Okay, and maybe you are too. But it is something here that they're needing to relieve a burden of. So I'm gonna give them a break on that. Okay. Um, but also, like I said, the Queen of Swords is here, so some of you may analyze something here or have an epiphany like this person don't want relationship, this person don't want marriage, this person does not want to um demonstrate or to create. It could, something or some things could be bringing something to life to you, an epiphany, a aha moment, a idea, a sense of discovery. As soon as I said it. Two of Cups in reverse. Y'all know I get the message before the cards come out. Because that's true reading here. No relationship, no commitment. Some of you are like, hey, wait a minute, Queen of Swords. I thought you were trying to invest into us. Sixth house. This person could have been being very direct at first. Okay, but now they're in like hermit mode or contemplating, analyzing, holding back. Also, some of them could be still looking for their lover. I don't know if it's a past lover here with the Two of Cups in reverse, and or still analyzing both of y'all together as a potential future and lover. Okay, but I do still see though egotisticalism, if that's a word. That's a combination of words. See, give and take. Six of Pentacles. So also, like I said, the Two of Cups here next to the Hierophant, corporations, government, things like that. Partnerships are not very good right now. Mhm. Partnerships, political, companies, interactions. Because Cups is still partnership. It's not about only a love relationship. Okay? Partnership is a partnership. Anytime you sign any type of agreement or verbal agreement, I like you, you like me, will you marry me? Yes, that's a verbal agreement before you go before a justice and sign actual paperwork. When you get hired, that is a partnership. Two of Cups. Because you love the job or whatever, that's why you applied for it. So you're signing the partnership to be an employee to an employer. Hierophant also, like I said, companies, government, Fortune 500, higher elites. Okay. And then the Six of Pentacles is about balancing of the scales, merchandise, give and take, import, export. So let's see about a timing on this if we can. It may be 6 weeks, hopefully maybe 6 days, 6 months. I did say four right in the beginning. Where's all my cards at? I'm just gonna use these. 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 days. I pray it's not 6 years until the give exchange um is back. Okay. It also could be 6 more days, a total of 6 weeks. In the month of June, also for some of you, when this relationship will be determined. You're gonna tell. You're gonna tell by either they're gonna start giving more, appreciating more, talking more, interacting with you more. But if it's becoming less and less and less, and the scale is getting lower and lower and lower, then you'll know that Queen of Swords, you're going to cut it off, they're about to cut it off, or the relationship is not going to come into fruition. Okay, then the Ten of Wands will turn into upright, and the Two of Wands, you will move forward with a new action. Same thing about, okay, so we got 3 to 4, 3, 4, 6. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So what's missing is five, right? Five is a challenge or challenges. The corporations, the partnerships around with people around the world, import, export, the cost of food, um, services, people's jobs, right? Because is there if it's no import export, it means some people are not working. You get me? Sixth house of Virgo is a 9 to 5 job. That's one of the work sector houses. Now, hopefully, with Jupiter moving into Taurus May 14th, that's in 2 weeks. So we can start to see some type of analyzation by the third week of May. And then by the end of May is when Rahu and Ketu move. And then we will see the battle of the challenge or challenges between the shift of Rahu and Ketu. moving into the sun there, okay? Fifth house of Leo, and Rahu moving into 11th house of Aquarius. Will there be a give and take? So, like I said, 3 to 4 hours, 3 to 4 days, the next 3 to 4 weeks. And this is the overall energy for partnerships, friendships, love, relationship, marriages, um, goods, services, the cost of food. Okay. Now we also 4, 5, 6, 7. You also can add up 7, and then you got the 6. So it's really like an increase to a count instead of a count down, a count up. hmm Y'all know I read cards differently. 10. I was trying to clarify the sun card. So that's October, or really 1. See, again, we're talking about the number 1, Aries first house. And I'm clarifying the sun. The sun is his natural home of Leo, but it also is a great representation of Aries energy because first house is you. Okay? Your own willpower. Give me something on the Six of Pentacles. And I believe if you take 4 out of 10, you'll be left with 6. Six of Pentacles. I'm seeing, I didn't want these, but I seen them, so I gotta say it. Page of Wands to the Four of Wands in reverse to the Chariot. It will be movement. Whether, the Chariot is always a solo energy, an alone energy. Somebody here will be moving on, though. Not quite sure if it's you or somebody else that you're thinking about. If they want to move on, let them move on. Okay? But it will be movement again. Fourth house of Cancer. Mars is there. Mars, which is Aries energy. Some of you could be a Capricorn with the Cancer energy coming out. Because Capricorns, you will be having relationship issues because Mars is in your 7th house. Okay, so this is why the Four of Wands is in reverse, where you're feeling like nothing is being grounded, nothing is coming together, no relationship is seeming like it's stable. Okay, but pages are learning energies, so we got the clock. You see that? Needing time, cycle, and take time, time to heal, and progressing. Everything that I already said. So yes, the clock is ticking. Tick tock. And then we're also talking about Jupiter. Saturn is time. Saturn is Kala. Okay. The only Saturn energy I see right here is the Queen of Swords. Yeah, so the Queen of Swords is only gonna give you a certain amount of time, tick tock, to for her, him, okay, to allow, or you allow yourself to be in a cycle with somebody. So you're open to learning, you're putting in some type of effort and energy. For some of you, Page of Wands, you also are having an intimate contact with this person here. Uh, but they even may not even come back to your home, or have not came back to your home, or you to theirs. Um, but it is progressing, but it may not seem like that to you. Now, the King of Swords has more patience than the Queen of Swords. So just to let you know, grounding. I said that too. Mm. It's too much up in the air. Both of you are too much in your mind, or who? See, Phoenix rising. All these people, whether it's about corporations, businesses, leaders around the world, government. People are too much in their mind, they're in their ego. Okay. And it's like a winding down clock just for the sun to move out of Aries. And let's move on to Taurus. With Taurus energy, sometimes things can get stuck, but sometimes it's better than being or having too much egoism, because that brings that pull and that struggle. Okay, so like I said, the Phoenix rising and poker face in reverse. So the gambling, the risk, no more options, not showing the hand, all of that is going to cease or come to an end, because it's going to be time for a new phase. It's going to be time for either things to rekindle or for things to completely burn to the ashes, and that means that both people will go their own way, and or people, like I said, will be changing their mind. Okay, people will be changing their mind, because they will be coming out of their mind and out of their ego and wanting to ground things, like apology, like, hey, you know um I know I wasn't, reciprocating Six of Pentacles. um Even if this is leaders and governments, what's the bill? What's the tab? What do I owe you? Six of Pentacles. Let me go on and pay that, okay? Before our clock run out and we all be messed up. And then stuff is gonna start to move. The Chariot. Okay. I need more time. See, clock. I need more time. Gambling in reverse. Um, a changed mind, renew, growth, a new phase. You got four, the number four here again. Four of Wands in reverse. Something is not stable. Something is unsecure. Something is not grounded yet. It also could be somebody's thoughts, feelings, emotions, money, financial issues, a place to stay for some people, a lack of a vehicle, or their vehicle is not fixed. Okay, I'm absolutely in love with you. Okay then. So one, Two of Cups in reverse, poo. I guess it's what the time is needed for them to realize. Not seeking professional advice. Because sometimes you just need to talk to yourself. You don't need to pay nobody to pay. Let me hush. I need time for me. Now, I don't know if you're saying that or they're saying that. If I follow you, I could lose everything. Wow. That message is for somebody. Miss Under, what you talking about? I need more balance. I don't think we ever seen this card before. Do y'all know, as long as we've been using this deck, we have not seen all of the cards. I need more balance. I've never seen this before. And I don't had this deck for a couple of years, about 2 years now. I need more balance. Look at the scale. They need more balance because either they don't have enough money, resources, or they're using other people's resources, borrowing money. This also could be you. Um, or they're giving out a lot of money to pay off something. Ten of Wands here in reverse, to take care of another person and or people or family or home. To also pay for a car or to get a car fixed with the Chariot here to the Four of Wands in reverse. But why would a person need more balance? Is that materially? Because we got a lot of material cards here with Taurus second house. This also could be you. telling this person, I need more balance. So this is why we cannot continue to date. Either they're giving to too many other people or another person, or their life is just out of balance. Their communication, their efforts is no longer in balance. Or they're not trying to balance something with you. So it's emotions, King of Cups. So whatever this is, it's either you, both of you, or somebody else here, and people around the world, corporations, people in charge of companies, leaders, people in government offices, all type of stuff. The phoenix is burning, okay, and things are trying to get in balance. Six of Pentacles here. Time is needed for people to get out of their ego and to realize that negotiation and partnerships is a full-time job. It will affect the cost of everything for, I feel, maybe up to the next 4 months or until the sun gets into Leo, um, or Libra and or Virgo. Now things may come back into balance before then, but we're still gonna have the effects of it, I feel, until Libra time. Okay. Now, if this is a relationship, your person's emotions is out of balance. They could be liking and falling in love with you, but still separating and dealing with something that cost them a lot of money. They had to move. They got put out. They need a car. It broke down. They left a relationship. Something here that they were emotionally tied to. Okay. And it does say if I follow you, I could lose everything. If I follow you, I could lose everything. Now, that also could be you saying that to this person. And look at the Five of Wands here in reverse. Give me something on this King of Cups to an Ace of Pentacles. So this person can't give you an offer right now. Their heart, their feelings, their emotions, balance, um, they need more time. Because something you already know or know about. Maybe you don't, maybe some of you do, but it says you already know or have some type of inclination. You maybe want to do bad things, which could be, and see, they're in a gray area that they want to choose you, but they just can't do it right now. Okay. In reverse, they think they should speed up. Page of Wands here, which I believe they are, but it's going to be a slow inclination or a slow rise because they're building back up from the Phoenix. And there go the Mask again, where it came out twice in last night's reading. Make sure you go take a look at that. Hiding true feelings. This is why the King of Cups here with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They can't give you the ace in the upright because they're still hiding their feelings. They're pretending and deluding and gaslighting and personify, which is totally like the sun in Aries energy. But you will get a love call or some type of expression, message of love, thinking of you, informing you of something that you may know or something that you don't know, that they still want you. Now, this is not guaranteed for everybody. I'm going to throw out your oracle and I'm going to let y'all go. This is not guaranteed for everybody, but it will be some type of shift here. Like I say, with Leo, not Leo, but with K2 moving into Leo, it's going to be the burning down of people's ego and really wanting to find and experience true love connection instead of gaslighting, dating, one night stands, and hookups. Okay? And that includes you too. So everybody is about to get a shock and a switch up. Some people who you never thought would be together will be together, and the people that has been together that you thought would last is about to separate. Angel of Unity. And that is the number 34. Look at that. 34, and what was here? 34. So unity is coming. Okay. 3, 4, or the number 7. 7 is Jupiter, right? Or Venus energy, 7th house of Libra. Like I said, let's get that one. I thank y'all so much for watching. And we got Mother Earth again with the number 1. So somebody here also could be having some issues with their mother, or, helping their mother out with finances and resources, regarding a mother's home, um, needing to go see or visit their mother. I know everybody's mom is not here. I know we got Mother's Day and stuff like that coming up. Um, but Mother Earth is also you if you're a divine feminine. Okay. You actually could be or be seen as the world to this person, which is also like choosing you as number 1, and then 2, 2 of wands. So this person is about to choose, for some of you, relationship. It's just that they are building their self up, the Phoenix card, to stop gambling and gaslighting, and securing their feelings and emotions to make this call within, their self, and to choose unity. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so much. And tomorrow I am supposed to finally get the first copy edition of my project that I have been working on for a very, 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 very long time. I wasn't in any rush to release it, but I did want it to release it, or submit it to Amazon on April the 30th, because of, a certain sun moon alignment energy. So once I review it and look it over, then I'll do a book review with you, and then I will put the links and talk about it and show it to you a little bit on the channel. And then I will have it up for purchase on Amazon. I'll have the links and things like that. It is something that you will be able to use daily. I did create it more for divine feminines, but masculines, you also can use it too. But I think it will probably resonate or be more fun for divine feminine energies. But like I say, it's the first of many, and I just wanted to see, um, on what I could create and what it would be. And by me doing that, then I will be able to continue to produce more Six of Pentacles. You get what I'm saying? So this is just like my first one, my first trial and effort, and to see how it does. And then I will be creating more different copies. But I don't really want to give it away of actually what it is. I want to show it to you live. And once I get it out the mail tomorrow, then I will show it to you probably on Sunday, Monday, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna set it up where I can be able to show you the book overall. But thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you, Miss Linda. Thank you for all the timestamps and messages and everything that you do to help the channel. I really appreciate it. Bye bye.